Hello, it's Lori from the Produce Moms, and don't you just love plums? Truly, I have, and I actually just said this on television not too long ago. I think plums are like the most underrated fruit in the entire produce department. And no one has taught me this better than our partners at HMC Farms, because they have committed such an immense amount of time and research and just their efforts and their agricultural leadership to truly be known as the plum people. And they have a proprietary plum, which we're going to promote today, called the Plumsicle. Maybe have seen these bags. They're in season now, and they truly are, just like the packaging says, they are oh so sweet. This is truly one of the best pieces of fruit that you can buy at any time of year, and they're in season now, so get to it. So obviously a great way to enjoy the Plumsicle is just to eat it out of hand or fresh slices, but we're gonna show you a really fun and elegant way, and you'll be surprised at how easy this is. Look at how gorgeous this tart is. You're gonna love that it's just a few simple steps. We're gonna walk you through it right now. And using the Plumsicles means that, you know, this is a naturally super sweet fruit, so you don't really have to add very much added sugar. We add a little bit of turbinado sugar on the top, but that's mostly just for that glistening effect that you get with, you know, pastries. So these are so naturally sweet, and they are just gonna bake up lovely in this tart. So let's show you how to make these. The first step is we are gonna slice our Plumsicles real thin. So I'm just gonna slice around the pit. Plumsicles, they are a stone fruit, which means they have that pit in there. You can see the pit that I've cut around. It's right in there. And you know, I would of course be snacking on this, but that's not very ladylike when I'm filming a video. So we'll get to that here later. But let's stay focused on slicing up the Plumsicle. And look at this dark ruby red color on the inside of your Plumsicles. So I just like to use a straight edge knife when I'm slicing up stone fruit. And we're slicing these very thin, less than 1/8 of an inch thickness for these slices. We're using pre-made puff pastry that you can just simply find in the freezer section of pretty much any grocery store. It's a really great thing. I kind of always have puff pastry on hand because you never know when you're gonna need some quick and elegant looking appetizer that comes together literally in minutes. And that's what today's demo is all about. All right, so we've sliced up, we've got 2 Plumsicles here that we've sliced up, and you could totally do more, all right? We've got our puff pastry. This is thawed, so it's sold frozen. So you're gonna thaw it out in your refrigerator, and then you take your pizza cutter, and it's really like right along the creases of the dough. All right, so you've got 3 sections, and we're gonna do 1 right down the middle. So you've got a total of 6 little tarts here. Separate these out on the baking sheet. All right, and then you just get to assembling. And this is so much fun, and there's really no right or wrong way to do it. You can tell by looking at those tarts there that each and every one of them kind of has a unique look. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This is a really fun way where you and your family, you can kind of get artistic in the kitchen with how you arrange your tarts. The only rule, if there are any rules in the kitchen, the only rule is you do want to leave a little bit of an edge, all right? Because that gives you that nice, it puffs up and gives you that crust, okay? So these, let's think of all the ways you can use these. First of all, when I look at these, I'll be honest with you, they kind of initially remind me of like Pop-Tarts, like classy high-end Pop-Tarts, okay? But so it kind of has that effect where it can draw kids in. You know, it's an elegant breakfast pastry, but they're also, I mean, it's perfect for desserts. It's great for any sort of brunch. Awesome for holiday entertaining or any entertaining at all. No Plumsicle left behind. Okay, 1 last piece. There it goes. Look how beautiful. Okay. So what you're gonna love about this, it's pretty much done right now. Pretty amazing, right? I mentioned we're gonna use that turbinado sugar. This is just like raw cane sugar, and it's used in pastry to give that glistening effect. Totally an optional step though, because the Plumsicles certainly are sweet enough where you don't really need it. But I just sprinkle a little bit over each one. And especially, I try to get those edges of the pastry dough. You can see in the finished tarts how that pastry dough has, you know, it's almost, the sanding sugar or this turbinado sugar, it really stands out. It puts a glisten on the fruit and it puts these nice little sugar crystals on the dough. Now, this is where it gets a little bit like, aha, I would have never thought of that. Fresh cracked black pepper. I'm going to season these tarts with just a little bit of black pepper. Believe it or not, between the sweetness of the plum and the little spice or season of the black pepper, it really intensifies the flavor of this tart. It's a nice compliment, and it leaves your guests thinking, what was that? What did I just eat? So unique, so delicious. That's what we all want in our home kitchens. All right, so into the oven it goes. Won't take long, about 350 degrees. Keep an eye on it. You know, the puff pastry, when it's nice and brown, looks like this. That's when you know it's done. It's gonna take you about 15 minutes to get there. All right, and don't these just look amazing, and they smell delicious too. You, your family, your guests, your friends, your loved ones, everyone you know is going to love Plumsicles, and they're really gonna love this tart. So from everyone at the Produce Moms and HMC Farms, enjoy Plumsicle season. Look for this amazing bag at the produce department. It's on shelf now. If you don't see Plumsicles in your grocer, please request them because they are available now for a limited time. They're available nationwide. So I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. And please reach out if you have any questions and tag us if you find them, because we would love to share the Plumsicle love with you on Instagram and all social media. So from everyone at the Produce Moms and HMC Farms, have a wonderful Plumsicle season, and thanks for tuning in.